A few years ago, a stuffed lion accidentally became one of my closest travel companions. His name is Lionel. He started out as a little Food Lion grocery store stuffed animal that my best friend and I took on our Saturday morning adventures. We'd bring him along just because it made us laugh. Somewhere along the way, the tradition stuck. Life changed. My best friend got married. And Lionel, well, he stayed with me. Today, he lives permanently on the dashboard of my truck. Everywhere I go, work, errands, road trips, Lionel comes too. Now, here's what's funny. At least once a week, someone notices him. They'll point out this stuffed lion sitting on my dashboard and ask, "Hey, what's the story?" So I tell them. I tell them Lionel is my adventure buddy. He's a reminder that even on ordinary days, you can still have adventures. Recently, that idea came back to me in an unexpected way. My best friend and I were at Costco with her two kids. We were standing in the checkout line, and while she paid for things, I was doing what I do best, entertaining the kids, making funny faces, being ridiculous, and trying to make them laugh. Eventually, the checkout was done, and she looked over at me and said, "We can go now." Then she smiled and said something I'll never forget. Sometimes I have two kids and a fellow adult with me, and sometimes I have three kids. Some people might hear that as a slight insult. I heard it as one of the greatest compliments I've ever received. Because ever since I was young, I've wanted to grow older without growing old. I remember watching my parents when I was a kid, and every once in a while I'd catch them being completely goofy, laughing and playing and acting like kids themselves. Even then, I remember thinking, when I grow up, I want to be just like that. I wanted to be responsible enough to handle life, but playful enough to enjoy it. My dad has always had a saying that perfectly captured it. He says, "You're 90% kid and 10% adult. You just have to know when to act what." And I love that. Because being an adult matters. Paying your bills matters. Showing up on time, keeping your promises, having the hard conversations. Take responsibility for your life. Absolutely. But once you've done those things, don't forget to play. Don't lose the part of yourself that laughs too hard. Don't lose the part that tells silly jokes and buys the stuffed animal, takes the scenic route, or decides to do something simply because it sounds fun. When I'm with my best friend's kids, I want them to see an adult who is dependable, someone who will keep them safe, someone who will teach them right from wrong. But I also want them to know adulthood doesn't mean you have to be serious all the time. It can mean laughing until your stomach hurts, playing games and being curious, finding joy in ordinary moments. Too many adults have learned how to grow up, but they've forgotten how to stay young. Somewhere along the way, they packed away their imagination with their childhood toys. Everything became schedules, retirement accounts, and deadlines and productivity. And while all those things have their place, they were never meant to replace joy. Life isn't just about preparing for tomorrow. It's also about living for today. That's why Lionel still rides on my dashboard. He's not there because I need a stuffed lion. He's there because I need the reminder. The reminder that errands can become adventures. That responsibility and fun aren't necessarily opposites. That growing older doesn't require giving up wonder. So today, here's my challenge for you. Be the adult. Do the hard things. Keep your commitments. Take care of the people who depend on you. But never become so adult that you forget you were once a kid. Laugh until you cry. Be a little ridiculous. Carry the stuffed animal. Take the adventure. Because maybe the secret to being in a joyful life isn't choosing between responsible and being playful. Maybe it's learning to be both. 90% kid, 10% adult, and simply knowing when to be what.